The EB-5 visa program enables foreign investors to become lawful permanent U.S. residents if they invest at least $1 million to finance a business in the U.S. that will employ at least 10 American workers. Two businessmen raised funds using the EB-5 program to allegedly finance major economic development in Newport. Instead, they embezzled the monies and are now facing charges. Meanwhile, downtown Newport has a gaping hole where buildings were demolished to make way for new development that never came. We delve into this issue today with Kingdom residents Anya Tynio of the Newport Daily Express and Chet Greenwood of the Ethan Allen Manufacturing Company. So, how do we fortify depressed regions like Newport from such sharks?
I think the oversight from the state regulators was absent.
Okay.
And when you say two people were embezzled, I'll defend Bill Stanger. I've done business with Bill Stanger for 40 years.
Okay.
And sold him a lot of material, and we bought a condo from him at JP, and he's always been straight with me.
So he got conned?
He got conned by Quirios like everybody else.
Okay.
I will say that I think he neglected his fiduciary responsibility, and that's what he's at fault at.
Okay.
And he just turned the control of the money over to Quirios, and when Quirios used EB-5 money to buy JP and turned around and used the same money to buy Burke Mountain, Bill Stanger's name wasn't on any of those transactions.
Okay, so there were all these spurious transactions and purchases going around in the Northeast Kingdom. Okay, but how do we fortify?
If the state regulators knew the amount of money that was in the EB-5 fund before the sale of JP,
okay,
and they had the access to it after the sale, they could have seen the track record of where that money went. Same thing with Burke Mountain. Nobody checked on that.
Why?
It was a failing, honestly. When you have that much money involved and no accountability, that's where the problem starts.
So then when we look at this idea, especially from Montpelier, that government is going to solve the problems, it seems like government is creating a lot of problems.
In this case, I would 100% agree with, in most cases, I would agree with you in that, but I will say this, that if the government is offering this program and saying this is what they're going to do to help the economy, it is their responsibility to make sure that it goes well, which they failed to do. And it's unfortunate for the citizens and for all the people who were involved in this loss of funds.
Okay, and so I'm going to now bring it back to small business and the importance of business and the market, you know, in terms of revitalizing the economy. But last year, Vermont ranked 49th in the nation for the average growth in the number of small businesses. So, Anya, how do we do? What do we?
Honestly, we have to change the policies. The higher taxes and the over-regulation that we have towards business, the unwelcoming environment that we have towards business, and not just to new businesses, to current businesses that are just struggling to make it day to day. We do not do nearly enough to help them to survive and to prosper. And honestly, you don't have an economy without business. It's just not the way it works. I know personally in advertising, if we didn't have small businesses, we would not have a job. I mean, so it's of extreme importance to me, but it's important to everyone involved that we support local, we help them to succeed, and we do not tax them out of business, which unfortunately is what is going on in the state of Vermont.
Well, here's hoping that from 2020 onward,
absolutely,
this happens and the kingdom is not forgotten anymore, and that gets its role as a very vital, integral part of our state. Hopefully, we can change that from next year onward.
I will say that in America, we are blessed with a system where we can change things with one vote.
Exactly.
I mean, and in 2020, it could all change as long as people vote.
As long as everybody votes.
Yes, everybody needs to vote.
Vote. Okay. On that note, thank you, Chet. Thank you, Anya.